Hello, 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 everyone. It's Brenda Douglas, aka Real Estate Diva. And listen, I hope that you guys are nice and warm and sheltered during this snow. Let me tell you, this, as they call it, thunder snow. I never heard of thunder snow. Thunderstorm, yes. Thunder snow, no. And I actually did not see any lightning, and I'm not a fan of lightning at all, by the way. But this thunder snow came through here, guys, and just dumped the snow right on us, right? And we actually needed to purify the air, especially with this COVID going around, acting crazy. But anyway, guys, so I hope that you are nice and warm and you are safe and you are sheltered and protected during this snow. Which I'm so excited about. Snow makes everything beautiful. There was this quote, I don't remember who the quote is by, but it says, um, kindness is like the snow, it beautifies everything that it touches. I love that quote. It just reminds me that kindness is a choice, guys. I love that quote, and it is so true. The snow makes everything beautiful. I don't care if it's the roughest of neighborhoods. When the snow falls, it just makes everything so beautiful and so pure like, right? Hope you agree with me. Anyway, if you don't, it doesn't matter. I believe that it does. So in this video, listen, in this video, I want to talk to you about the three types of real estate markets and how you can use them to your advantage, okay? Knowing the three types of real estate markets and what the market of the community is will help sellers to get top dollar for their home, and it will help buyers to pay less potentially, okay? Because at the end of the day, sellers always want more and buyers want to pay less, right? At the end of the day, that's what we want, right? So, knowing which of the three markets that you're in will help to set expectations, it will help you with negotiations, and it will help you to plan a strategy for success. Okay, so as I stated before, there are three types of real estate markets. You have the seller's market, you have the buyer's market, and you have the balance market. Okay, and a community, a city, or a state can be in either of those markets at any given time, right? So now how do you know when you're in a seller's market, buyer's market, or balance market? Well, let's go further into it, okay? I am all about empowerment, right? So let me just tell you that the two primary ways of finding out what type of real estate market we're in is number one, ask your realtor or ask your real estate agent, because they have access to tools that can tell them exactly what market we're in, okay? The other thing that you can do, if you're not ready to sign an agreement, if you want to, because a lot of people start searching before they even hire an agent, right? So if that's you, that's fine. No pressure. Visit www.realtor.com, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to put in an address or a city. I'm not sure if you can put in a county, but why not try it, okay? And then you're going to select the words housing market. They're on the right side. It's usually under the city, okay? Housing market. So select housing market on the right-hand side, and then you're going to scroll down. It's not at the bottom. It's kind of like midway or a quarter way, right? You're going to scroll down, and you're going to look under sales to list price ratio. Again, sales to list price ratio, and you will see, look at where the dial is. If it's the seller's market, I believe it's going to be red. It's going to be in the red, and you'll see a little circle. Wherever it's moved to, that's what market we're in. They have the sellers, they have the buyers, and they have the balance market. So wherever that little dial is, that's what market that particular house is in, okay? Or that particular city is in, okay? So I hope that helps, but let me tell you, just to go more in depth about this market and why it is important and how you can use it to your advantage. Let me just, so in when you're in a seller's market, First of all, most of Prince George's County, Maryland is a seller's market right now, okay? So when you're in a seller's market, the sales to listing ratio is generally more than 60%, okay? In a seller's market, there are more buyers looking for homes than there are homes available for sale, right? So the demand is greater than the supply or the inventory of homes. In a seller's market, the prices for homes tend to rise because there's greater competition, right? And there can be bidding wars, okay? So the prices tend to rise faster than the long-term average inflation rate or the rate at which the home appreciate, okay? On average or over time. In a seller's market, conditions are favorable to the seller. You know, in those situations where you have bidding wars and high competition, sellers are more likely to get more higher prices for their home. Okay, so when there is a seller's market, um, again, the competition is high. So buyers, you want to be careful about being too picky. Now, let me just say that I did not say that you settle for less. What I said is you need to be careful about what you ask for, okay? The concessions and things of that nature, because they will more. I'm sorry, the seller will more than likely have more than one contract or offer on the home, or if not, you know, another buyer will come along shortly, okay? Especially if the home is desirable, okay? So in a seller's market, buyers need to be decisive, flexible, and strategic, okay? Now, on to the buyer's market. In a buyer's market, the sales to active listing ratio is below 12%. Okay, there are actually more homes for sale and few buyers. Okay, so the condition is favorable to the buyer because there are so many homes to choose from. Okay, it's kind of like that supply and demand type of thing. Buyers have the negotiating power. They have the power to ask for new carpet if they wish, um, closing help, credit for repairs, and even they can even send lower offers. Okay, in this type of market, the buyer could possibly pay less for a home, especially if a seller is frustrated about the home being on the market for so long, because typically in a buyer's market, homes stay on the market longer. Okay, so sellers can be motivated to sell. They you know, they're carrying two mortgages. Perhaps they're just ready to move on. Okay, so sellers can be frustrated about the home staying on the market a little longer, and they may be just willing give in to the demands of the buyer, because in the buyer's market, the buyer has the ball is in the buyer's court, and the buyer has the power to ask for what he wants, including a lower price. The other type of market is a balanced market. In a balanced market, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the sky is blue, and it is going to be a lovely day for a transaction. In a balanced market, the sales to active listing ratio is between 12% and 20%. In a balanced market, housing prices are stable, and for buyers, there's a sufficient supply of homes to compare and choose from. And the sellers usually accept reasonable close to listing price offers. Okay, buyers tend to make reasonable offers on homes, and sellers tend to accept them. Okay, and generally for the sellers, the homes generally sit on the market for a moderate amount of time, not an extensive time, not necessarily a short amount of time, but a moderate amount of time. Okay, and you can create a lot of win-wins in the balanced market. Okay. In closing, listen, the real estate market goes up and down depending on several factors, including the season, because a lot of times in the summertime, people are ready to move. You know, school is out, and so they're able to move. It's warm out, so they're ready to move. And so the season can affect what type of market it is. also the location, the job market, and even the economy. Listen, guys, I hope that this information has been helpful to you. If so, please like this video, guys, and subscribe to this channel. The DMV is one of the most sought out places to live, okay? So I am excited to do this, okay? So listen, hit that notification bell or button, I should say, for more information about the DC metropolitan area. Thank you so much for watching.